designed to stop supermarkets bullying their suppliers. Except it only covers direct suppliers. Most farmers sell through processors, who aren't covered. It's like a fire brigade that only does detached houses. Terrace house on fire? Nah mate, not our job. Good luck. So one regulator found the evidence and just walked away. The other one can't even see most of the problem. Which leaves the obvious question, how? How during a cost of living crisis with food bank usage through the roof does nobody go after the companies making 18%? Well, I had a look at who's in the room when those decisions are being made, and suddenly it explains quite a lot. The Food and Drink Federation, the FDF, is a trade body for UK food manufacturers. That's like Nestle, Mondelez, Unilever, Coca-Cola, Mars, all the big names. They have a combined annual turnover of its members of over 112 billion pounds, 70 staff, and 7 expert teams, and their entire purpose, the sole reason for them to exist, is to make sure the government policy works for the companies making the food, not for you buying it, not for the farmers growing.
What?
To be fair to them, they are pretty damn good at it.
Guys, I'm gonna say it, the UK is shit. I'm gonna say it. Why? Because for some reason, the public transport of trains is privated instead of literally just working on it and literally making it so that it's cheaper for everybody and actually usable, which they would actually even gain more money if it was genuinely usable. Prices here are so insane where, like, even buying food is extremely expensive for me too. Like, dude, that is insane. And you know what I'm buying? I'm buying meat, I'm buying rice, I'm buying like normal things, and it still ranks up such a high price that it makes me shocked every single time. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude, I can't believe it's getting this like crazy bad. And I'm like trying to eat, like, I'm not even buying crazy stuff too, I'm just buying like normal stuff. Meat is expensive. It's not supposed to be that not crazy expensive. Yeah, meat is supposed to be no, it's not, honestly. No, it's not. Shit is just so expensive here. Everything is always more expensive. I want to buy the same makeup that I buy in the US or the Philippines or even in Japan or something, right? Or in Germany. It's marked up 20% higher every single time. I always have to pay so much more for the same fucking products when it comes to the UK. It is so bad. It is so bad, dude. It is extremely bad. When I want to go, and I was like, Nikita, I want to take the train from London to, Manchester. Motherfucker, 200 pounds? 200 pounds each just to buy a ticket to go to a city in the same fucking country. Did you know that it's cheaper to fly a flight to go to London to Manchester than it is to take the train sometimes? Like, dude, how is that even like a thing? That's not supposed to be a thing. That's insane to me. That's actually genuinely insane to me. I don't know, man. You know, I recently watched a TikTok of like an interviewer interviewing very older British people, and you know what they all said? They all said, "Oh, if I was able to move out to another country, I'm out of the UK. I think the UK is a dying country." All of them, literally every single one of them, they said that there's no future in the UK anymore. Everything is getting more expensive. People are not getting paid more while everything is getting more expensive, and etc. etc. Just move out. How can they? They did Brexit. I did. How can they? Literally, like all of the other European countries. If you don't like your country, you can just move to another European country. Like no issue, no whatever. But how can the UK do that? They have Brexit. They're no longer in the EU. They can't just like move to another EU. They lock themselves out. You have to go through the normal visa processing now. So yeah. It's absolutely cooked. Absolutely cooked. Sheeshers, the sheeshers. Yep. The entire EU sucks. I would not say that at all. I'm just saying that the UK is worse than it is in any other like European country. That is not true. I feel like you're American. I think that is an American talking, saying that EU sucks. Or no, no, it's not. I think you're just literally speaking. Kalani, you're doing that shit again. Yo, if you keep on genuinely, I'm so sick of your fucking takes. Brother, if you keep generalizing one more fucking time and like honestly, I can't fucking take it. I think even the chat even agrees. The fact that everybody's like, "Oh, Kalani again, projection Andy." Holy fucking shit.
The Food Foundation, a charity.
I hate contrarians. Oh my god, it's so cold today. No, it's actually not. It's not that cold today. God, it's so... Dude, I fucking hate people who just have to disagree to disagree. It's so annoying. I don't think you understand how annoying you are. It's absolutely exhausting to be around you. Like, I'm being very honest with you right now. Contrarians are exhausting to be around with. Having to always play the devil advocate. Oh, yeah, but what if? Oh, no, but it's actually not that hot. Oh, I actually disagree.
Went through the official meeting logs. And between January 2020 and June 2024, DEFRA ministers, the people in charge of food policy in the country, met with the food industry 1,408 times. In that same period, they met with food charities and NGOs 35 times. 1,400 to 35.
You say my bad, you say sorry every single fucking time, but you don't fucking change, bro. Like, you rage bait every single person in fucking chat with your shit. Fix yourself, like, genuinely, or else you're gonna be banned in the chat. This is my final warning.
That is 40 to 1, and those are just the meetings they bothered to log. Conferences, dinners, corporate hospitality, off the books. Senior civil servants who actually...
Imagine saying that the whole EU is, like, all fucking, like, shit.
Write the policy, well, their diaries aren't public. 40 to 1, and that's the number that...
Says the guy that doesn't even live in fucking EU. Holy
Now, I would love to tell you that at least the government gets independent scientific advice on food, and technically it does. I mean, there is a panel called SACN, the Scientific Advisory Committee on Nutrition. These are the experts who shape dietary guidelines. How much sugar, how much salt, what your kids should eat at school, that sort of stuff. The BMJ investigated in 2024 and found that 11 of its 17 members have financial ties to food corporations. Nestle, Unilever, baby formula brands. 11 out of 17. The government says that they've all declared their interests and...
I feel like EU is declining way faster than a lot of other countries. Like, way faster. When it comes to the housing markets, when it comes with so many things, when it comes to just like general living, it sucks.
Nobody's directly employed by the industry.
UK, I'm talking about the UK.
Which I guess is technically true, in the same way that I'm not technically standing in the rain if I'm only getting wet from the waist down.
Canada, you cannot buy a house unless you're a multi-millionaire. Sheeshers. Oh my god, what's going on?
And the hits keep coming. In 2023, the government drafted health guidance encouraging people to eat minimally processed and nutritious foods. Perfectly sensible, common sense stuff you would think. The FDF lobbied to remove those words. Emails between the FDF and the Department of Health obtained by The Guardian and the Soil Association show them pushing to delete minimally processed from the text. And the government just deleted it.
What? What do you mean they just deleted it? Well, you can't just delete some... Wait, what? I'm confused. Wait, come back. Go back.
Emails between the FDF and the Department of Health obtained by The Guardian and the Soil Association show them pushing to delete minimally processed from the text. And the government just deleted it.
Is this not illegal? I'm confused. How is literally this even legal anymore?
Took it out. The official advice on what to eat, rewritten because the companies selling the stuff you probably shouldn't be eating anyway, asked them to. Marvelous. Good one, guys. Then there is the junk food ad ban. It was supposed to start January 2023. Well, the food industry...
There was supposed to be a junk food ban in the UK. I've never seen a country with this much junk food than I've seen in the UK, to be honest, in my opinion. Of all the countries I've ever seen, UK had the most.
lobbied and had it pushed back to 2024 and then back to October 2025. It
Never been to
finally
the USA,
turned
so I
up
can't
this
say.
January, 3 years late, with a loophole you could drive a f***ing lorry through. Companies can't advertise specific products, but they can advertise the brand. So McDonald's can't show you a Big Mac before 9 p.m, but they have just spent £86 million plastering the golden arches across every billboard in the country. 71...
Pretty sure you have to be a millionaire to buy a house in the southeast UK too, when the prices are 170k. Buying a house in the UK sucks. It's cheaper to buy land and build a house. Really? You know, it's crazy because like Nikita's house is way cheaper and way lower than the house in the Philippines. I feel like everywhere is just getting really expensive when it comes to houses. Houses are getting really expensive everywhere.
10% more than 3 years ago. So the ban technically exists, it's just not doing anything. Oh, and when a youth campaign called Bite Back 2030 tried to put up their own billboard criticizing junk food marketing, the two companies that control 70% of UK outdoor advertising
Something
space...
I love about UK is that they got a very strong vibe of being able to just walk to a place to get what you need for daily living. I wish we had that in the US. US requires cars. UK doesn't really.
No, UK also needs cars usually, especially if you're outside of the city. If you're outside of the city, you need a car pretty much. I mean, there's buses and stuff, but it's not. It's hard to compare the US with a lot of other countries because of how big the US is. The US is just so big. If y'all try to like make a it's just such a humongous country.
1 year woo. Grats on beating Emily Keck.
Oh yeah, no, UK cities are definitely more walkable for sure from what I've seen. Especially that you're the problem with the US is that you guys don't have trees. So when you try to walk at least walk for like 30 minutes, you get burnt by the sun because of the cement just like radiating the goddamn heat. And there's no sun to like give you shade because there's, you guys cut it all down.
refuse to...
And in the UK, they don't have that issue because the sun is never out.
display them. Wouldn't run them. Just said no. Coincidence.
No trees in your suburban areas. I never see trees. I played a lot of GeoGuessr. I've seen your suburban areas. Y'all cut down your trees.
So the food industry gets unlimited ads.
Depends on the area, of course. I mean, the US is humongous, but y'all, it is quite flat in some areas.
Teenagers trying to push back get told there's no room at the inn.
Oh yeah, and then when you do have a lot of trees, sometimes there are plantations and stuff where they're the same same tree over and over again. Doesn't create diversity, doesn't create an ecosystem. It's just literally a way of planting trees to get more wood. And because of that, it absolutely causes easier forest fires as well. So, yeah, because y'all are cutting down your natural biomes and, where it flourished and stuff like that. That's the reason why it's also really hard.
If you wrote this in a script, someone would tell you it was a little bit too on the nose.
Biodiversity,
Okay, right,
yes. That's the word.
and honestly, this is the one that keeps coming back to me. DEFRA, the government department responsible for food and farming, publishes an annual report called Agriculture in the United Kingdom. It used to include one very simple number: the percentage of the retail price that actually reaches the farmer. One number. That's all it was. And it tells you who gets what. It tells you if the system's fair. It tells you everything you need to know in a single figure. They took it out. When journalists asked supermarkets to publish their own supply chain data instead, the British Retail Consortium said it would have an adverse effect on competition. I think my favourite thing about that sentence is how much work the word adverse is doing. What they mean is you'd be absolutely furious.
I think it depends on the cities, and outside of the cities, US is super green and spread out. The US being known for a walkable city? Yeah, right. Sorry, bucko. Maybe in one singular state.
But adverse sounds much more professional, doesn't it? It's basically corporate speak for go get fucked. 1,400 ministerial meetings, 11 out of 17 advisors with industry.
I don't see, the only place I've ever seen that looks walkable is New York. Genuinely. Everything else is not walkable. It's genuinely not really that walkable. From your house to the place, I'm sorry, man. I don't think it is that walkable. Florida seems fun to walk. Florida seems fun, I think. If you have a bike, you know what I mean? You kind of have to have a bike. I don't know, man.
Free money. Health guidance rewritten because a trade body.
Cali? You need a bike. What are you talking about? You guys need a bike. There's no way y'all are like saying LA is walkable. When I say walkable, I mean going from your house to go to the groceries and go shopping or going whatever, and then walking back to your house with those groceries, said groceries. Brother. Walkable means when you, okay, I don't know, maybe there's a lot of Americans that walkable means that you feel safe to walk. It's not hell to walk. You're not dying from like fear of like a car just fucking hitting you. 4, also literally you don't fear to walk. Or 5, you have space to walk. 6, you have like genuine like trees, or at least something to like cover you up from the shade, where it's not just straight concrete for like 50 fucking miles.
Asked for it. An ad ban that took 3 years to arrive with a loophole, and
you need a bike. It's either bike or car. Oh yeah, the UK is for sure, like, I could walk to the grocery store. It's pretty okay, but the gym is too far. Way too far to walk. It's like a fucking hour walk just to go to the gym.
One number that would have made the whole thing obvious to anyone, gone.
It's hard to walk to the gym in the UK, because especially when you're in the more northern side of the UK, suddenly there's no walkways. And then you have to walk in the grass. Not even like some concrete just to walk in. Nah, you're walking in straight mud. And then guess what? In the UK, it's raining. So now it's actual genuine mud that you're walking on. So like, it's hard, bro. Like, dude, Jesus Christ.
If there's nothing to hide, that is a very odd thing to hide. Now, I know some of you are already furiously typing in the comments. Like, carry on, feel free, that is fine, I encourage that, but let me be very clear here. This is not a Brexit thing. These pricing schemes have...
I feel like it is a mixture of it too. Is it just me? I feel like it was a mixture of Brexit and, like, the neighboring countries don't care about you anymore.
Been running since 2006. Mondelez were doing this while we were still in the EU.
I think it does.
The problem
doesn't help
isn't
for
that
sure.
we left. The problem is that we haven't built or done anything since.
Heavenly Father, 25 months.
2
Thank
years,
you, sir.
WF.
Thank you, sir.
The EU has an enforcement mechanism for geographic price fixing.
Oh.
They've tried to use it. We don't have an equivalent. The LSE tracked the trade friction side, about 7 to 8 percentage points on food inflation, roughly 250 quid per household. And that's real money, whatever your politics. But the bigger point is this. There's a type of...
But then we can make our own decisions now. Brexit was totally worth it. Genuine question. I have personally no idea whether if Brexit was good or not. But I do have a question. What was a decision that UK has made now that they've done Brexit and they were able to make that was beneficial to the country? Since y'all were like, every single time that I hear Brexit, we can make our own decisions now without the EU freaking up everything. What decision has been made? that made EU or UK